Hi, and welcome back. Today's time for part 2 of the sheath redo. So I've got it right here. I've got it all. It's big. I glued it up yesterday. Now I took my fingers right here, or took my thumb rather, and everything, and ribbed it down my my welting in here, so I know where it's at. So now I'm going to go over to the bench and I'm going to try to find the center of it and use a pencil across it lightly for right now, so that I'll have some place to groove to. And once I get it grooved, then I'll take a pricking iron and mark where all the holes go, and then drill them out. And then once I get them drilled, I can either stain it first or lace it and then stain it. Either way, I'm going to use a natural color, and it's waxed, so it won't take any stain. It shouldn't. So, but that's what I think I'll do. I think I'll stitch it before I stain it, so I don't get stained all over, which I'm going to get anyways. So, but I try not to get it all over me. So let's get it over here on the bench here, and I'll bring you on over. Ooh, now. Okay, hopefully that'll do it. Now, this is the front. Put this on the back here. And yes, I've got the leather a little dirty. That's one of the reasons I'm going to stain it, but I always plan on staining it, so that's fine. So now, about right there. And yep. Is that it? Nope. That's not it. That's fine. Let's see here. There. Okay. That's the reason I just want to do it real fine, like with the pencil. So that will be fine right there. Yeah, it's about halfway, give or take just a little bit. Do the same thing here, right there, and right there. Now then, the top part of it, I'm just going to do it 1/4 inch, so that these right here, the flaps in here where I put the lambskin in there, I can hold it, so I can force these out enough to sew them. So let's go with 1/4 inch or so in there, or less. That's good for the top right there. This will be right here. So okay, do that again. Turn it over. just along the top here. Ought to have it. Yep. Now, yep. Now. Yeah, this is not hardly a quarter of an inch, so that's good. So, okay. Now. Pretty good. Right there. Okay, just make sure I get it tight. Or now. There we go. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now then. Yep, that'll work. Right there. Alright, now we got the pencil marks that I've got to get down. So, got one right here. So, there. Not so bad. There. That's great. Now, gotta find the line. Hard to see it. Wow. I wonder if it's hard to see it. Right there. Yep, there it is. That's better. Yep. Okay, there it is. hopefully that'll do. Pricking irons. Alright, I'll start right there. A lot of holes. A lot of holes. Let's get over here, back at the bench here. Yep. It'll probably be better as I'll be doing right here, probably. So, yeah, I'll probably be holding them right here pretty much. Yeah, since I don't have a stitching pony, so might as well just go ahead and put it right here to start with. Get a length of this. Get the knife out. This cuts better with the razor blade than it does with a pair of scissors for some reason. So anyway, put it right there. So yeah, don't feel like fighting it. So okay, piece there. Now that was a 2mm drill bit I used to drill them holes out. It'll take forever. Okay. Okay. On these needles here, when you're lacing them, you stick it through, pull it down, leave you a little tag right there on the end, and then run it into the thread. the tag end of the thread right there, like that. Yeah, and you pull it down like that, and then you pull it tight. It'll cinch up there and it won't come through. So same way on the other side. And this is thread. It's not artificial sinew, or not even sinew. I have some elk sinew over there. So under the bench, or over there under the, I think it's under the reloader. May or may not be, but anyway. So now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start about here with it. I'm going to turn it this way. Start with, yep, there's the back. Okay. Even them up. Even your lines up. Come through your next hole, go over and hold it like that. Pull it through, put this one back through the same hole, and that is basically an improved saddle stitch. Takes a little knot. Boy, that didn't feel good. Doggone it. Hopefully I can sew. Anyway, it makes a knot, so when they break, if a string breaks or wears out over the years, it won't come unraveled. This is and to do it, basically to get your circumference around this thing, you'll do it, the string, the sewing thread, approximately 4 times. Whatever the area you're going to be stitching, multiply it by 4, and you'll basically get it. But that's a lot of string to thread to be passing back and forth. So I'm not the fastest at this anyway. Took me over an hour yesterday just to almost 2 hours, matter of fact, to do everything before I got to the point of laying out and grooving and drilling, marking and drilling. Takes a long time. I mean, I'm sure if I done it every day, I'd get a little faster at it. It's like people sewing baseballs. Baseballs are all hand sewn, and I think they do it in the Dominican Republic. They have to sew with 2 needles, 1 string, and I forget how long the string is. It's a pretty good size string, long, and they have to do so many dozen a day, baseballs. On a quota system, they get so many they can go home. If they get them done in 10 minutes, then they get to go home, get paid for the rest of all day. But they got to get that many dozen done in a day's time. Anything, they can stay and do production plus, and they'll get paid an extra little bit per dozen that they get. In other words, if they get 11 baseballs and don't get no more at quitting time or whatever, they fall over dead, they don't get paid, because it goes by the dozen. If you turn in 11, that's not 12, so you just done 11 for nothing. I'm sure they'd probably give you a little bit for your time, but wouldn't give you the same rate as production. I'm just holding with my right and pulling with my left. I'm just tightening these strings up. Because you want to pull that knot back in there. So come on now, them eggs ain't square. Anyway, that's how you do it all the way around. When I get it all stitched up, I'll come back and we'll get in on staining and trimming and staining and first one thing and another. So be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back and I've got it sewed. It was somewhere in the neighborhood of about 45, maybe 46 songs on the radio and 104 commercials. That's how long it took me to do this. So now that it's done, I went ahead and beveled the edges. Just took the edges off there with my little beveling tool right there. Just a number 2 or number 3 graver. I think I got it at Tandy. And it wasn't that much, like $10 or something like that. So yeah, good tools to have. Now I'm going to burnish the edge. It's not setting level. Okay, now that's better. Okay, now I'm going to burnish the edge, and I've got my piece of 2 pieces of Delrin. Actually, they're cutting board, which Delrin, I guess that's what they are, in the drill press. So when I turn it on, it'll start spinning. It's got a groove around it. To burnish it, you just wet the edges with water. That's what I use. And then once we get that done, you go around it. They dry real quick, and it gets real hard around through there. So let's get on with it. So I've got the light on over there. So see if I can do it without come in here and not blind everybody and see what doing right there. And I got the toe of an old sock. Don't have to be sopping wet, but Realize that leg was that much longer. Okay. Okay, right there. I know it looks like it's 40 miles, but like 3.5 feet, maybe. There's 15 inches, about 30 inches, 2.5 feet. Okay. There's that and some water. This is what they used to use, is an antler. I said you can use this or a body of an ink pen, a ballpoint pen. This right here is just an antler. It's on my little sanding stick. That's it. I got that mentality of if you need a tool, make you a tool. Don't be afraid to change one tool into something else. That's when it becomes a monkey tool, or what I consider a monkey tool. A lot of people consider a monkey tool a thing to make rivets and tenons with. And true, that's one, but I believe in using what you have to make it into something that it was never intended to do, to reuse it. So that for something, because even monkeys can come up with that, picking up a stick and making a tool out of it. So I'll be sore, but I can't do this left-handed. It's moving my arm, not my wrist. Okay, there it is. Now, since I've got it right here, there, I'll use it on low, and I'll warm it up just a little bit. Now that plastic will get in there and change the color of the edge. Even when it's dry, it'll be shiny, everything. This is absolutely 100% dry, good and tough. And that's what you want, it good and stiff. So now I'm using Fabing's dye. It's a medium brown, number 121. Yep, medium brown. And so that's the only per se dark dye I have. I don't know if I could do it with the synthetic yellow if there or not. I don't know. I'd have to see. Now, while I'm right here, I've got this. Just run this eraser over it. It's a natural product, so it's going to have color variants in it. Whether it's got, depending on whether it's got a fingerprint on it or a little spot of glue or something that didn't completely come out, soak down in it, or anything. For the ones that I'm just going to do natural, and just put the neat's foot oil over them. I'll take a little better care about not getting anything on them. But the ones I'm dyeing, you don't have to. You don't have to be. But don't need to be clean enough to eat off of. And if you want to make this soft, all you got to do is sand it. Just take your, say, 100 grit sandpaper and just sand it. Just give it a good scuffing and scuff all this gloss off of it, all this shine, and it'll distress and it'll be pretty soft. Okay, hang my fingers in there like that. Start on the back. Start around belt loops. Don't remember if I told you on part one that when I put my logo on it, it was my wood burning stamp or brand, with our brand and iron. This one will probably hold about 2 capfuls of neat's foot oil after this dries. Try to keep it off as much as I can off the lamb skin. But if you can't, it's alright, you just blend in. Okay. Need to put it on thick around the wear points, which is going to be the belt loops and the areas and the mouth of it. So. All right. You could probably stain on it for the next week and it probably wouldn't be completely, I don't know, once it dries. Yeah, it'd be completely like that. Now, if I'm not bad mistaken, yeah, it's caustic inflammable. Yeah, so it's yeah, it's a solvent base. It won't take it that long to, but it won't let it dry. So right here. See, just barely a little bit come off of it, rubbing it down. It's about flash dried now anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, that's it on that one. Yep. Won't clean them. Nope, don't come off. So that's good. That is good. Now, neat's foot oil. Now you could do hard paste wax if you wanted to, or a wax or everything, but I always found that neat's foot worked the best on them. Helps set with the color, everything there. Well, you know, this one probably is not going to take a whole cap. I don't know if it's that bumblebee is in here earlier. It's my arm holding my hand, wrist still. Don't want to overdo it with oil, but that's just enough. Now, There we go. It's in it now. It'll stretch and get to it. It'll be just fine. Yep. Still got oil on it. So what I do is I just hang it up over here on the hook and just let it sit and dry with the knife in it. Let it go. So it's over there, right here, swinging on a hook. Now it'll set, everything will go in it, and when the dye quit coming off of it, like that, rubbed and buffed in and warmed it up there. Right there's fine. So it's looking like I'll probably put another set of handle scales on that one, just for the heck of it. And then yep, I believe I will flatten it out just a little bit. And I don't know what possessed me to leave them on there as long as I have, but I have. Okay, well, this is till next time. It's Bobby Shields saying, God bless.